Camera speed. I am getting so fancy at this. All right, episode number 2.
Yay!
I actually got super excited about this vlogging thing. I actually set up properly. So you guys can see I got lights now. This thing is reflecting here. I have to fix that next time. What's up, guys? Episode number 2. Getting ready here. Bear with me. I'm probably gonna cut this out, so you're not gonna see this part. I put together a bunch of notes. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using my notes or not. I want this vlog to be so like a thing that happens naturally. Okay, I have some thoughts, and I'm like, okay, let's talk to you guys. I'm gonna try to through mine. Oh, I forgot my coffee. I'm ready now. I got my coffee. It's late. I dilute it. I put a little water with it. Through my reflections, I can maybe give you guys something that can help you guys out in your craft, or having a realization that this is good or this sucks. I usually say you absorb everything, you throw out what you think doesn't help you, keep the things that you think help you. The reflection today is risk taking. I guess this vlog is gonna be a
risk assessment analysis for risk taking,
which is weird. That's how I see it. I'm basically making an analysis through understanding certain elements if risk taking is actually a good thing or a bad thing. My conclusion is sometimes it could be a good thing and sometimes it could be a bad thing. Because you see a lot of actors out there saying, take risks! Sometimes that could be decisive for your career. If you make a bad choice, it could end up hurting you. I think it's a good idea to talk about, since it's something that is mentioned very often, especially by experienced actors that are given interviews or in podcasts. People like to say, take a risk. It's like I'm empowering people. Take risks. Be yourself. These phrases that don't really mean anything. Take risks, or maybe don't. I guess the theme is risk-taking and acting is not bravery versus fear. I guess it's more awareness versus ignorance. The opening thought would be, let's set the question, not the answer. Acting is full of advices like, take risks, like I said, be bold, make strong choices. What the does that mean? Tell me.
Tell me what's funny.
Sounds great. It's a very motivational poster. The uncomfortable truth would be every choice is a risk. It really comes down to making choices. My dogs always want to be a part of the vlog. Hi, baby. This is Tuli. Go with your mom. It comes down to making choices. Every choice is a risk. How do we make that risk assessment analysis for taking risks? How do we know if that risk we're taking is not gonna jeopardize our whole entire career? You never know. I guess the real question isn't should I take the risk, or should I take risks? I think the right question is when, how, and at what cost? Sit down for a moment, just sit down. Choices are, let's talk about this for a second. Choices and uncertainty. You never know, ever. You never know how the risk you're taking is gonna play out in real life. People might look at you and say, this guy's bold, this actor is good, he's experienced, he's bold, he's taking risks. Some people might think you're a pain in the ass, you're doing something that is not beneficial for the production. Sometimes the same choice in a different set, with a different director, in a different day, can generate a whole different outcome. I think there are too many variables. Mood, time, budget. Your place in the hierarchical structure can define whether the risk you're taking is gonna be accepted well or not. This is really something to reflect, guys.
Let's take a pause here, my dear fellow actors. Understanding your place within a production is not about limitation, it's about clarity. Every set functions as a living system of power, pressure, and trust, and your position within it shapes which risks create value and which merely create friction. Self-awareness allows you to momentarily slow instinct, bring it to consciousness, and measure it against the reality of the moment. Not every impulse needs expression, and not every silence is fear. Sometimes discernment, not boldness, is the most creative choice.
Because this is what takes me to my story that I'm gonna tell after we see this video. We're gonna watch this video together. They talked about the dinosaur. That's the way they describe the whole production and the way it moves. when they say cut, move to the next one, whatever, it's a dinosaur moving. And sometimes you have to have the guts to say, stop dinosaur.
Honey, I'm home.
I started reflecting on that and I was like, okay, I think it really comes down to, let's watch the video together first and then I'll talk about it. Okay.
The other was that one time Don Cheadle just gave advice that was, which you'll remember, when he said, these movies are so big.
Oh, I'll never forget that.
There's
Yeah,
so
I'll
much,
never
so many
forget that.
people and so expensive, and
Dinosaurs
everything moves
stop.
so slowly. And people will say, they'll move on. You've done a scene and they'll go, okay, we're moving on. And you see 200 people start to move. And you know every second costs a fortune. But to have the courage to say, to him, he was calling it a set, a dinosaur, this huge, slow moving, heavy thing. And he would say, just say dinosaur, stop. To stop it and to have the courage to say, we have to do something different or we can do something better. And when you're young, it's just too intimidating to do that, to turn to some great director and go, no, wait. But I wanted to be able to do that. And I would try, and I usually found that they would be receptive. That, like, people go, oh, I'm sorry, what do you want? Is there something else you want to do? Because everybody actually wants to make the movie as good as it can be, you know? And if there's a good idea, they're going to respond to it.
This is great. He said, you know, it could be intimidated for a young actor, and that's true. And this brings me to my story. Last year, I was filming a Netflix series. I booked sort of like a reoccurring role in a Netflix series that comes out this year in May, called Brazil 70. I played the part of Bobby Charlton. It wasn't a big part. It was sort of like a co-star. Rodrigo Santoro was playing one of the main characters, and we had a scene together. Me, Rodrigo, and Lucas, you know, the actor playing Pele. I remember it was a huge set, maybe like, I don't know, like over 200 people, maybe 300 people. A lot of extras, a lot of moving parts. And the most brilliant thing I saw that day, that, you know, it's exactly what he said in this video. I saw Rodrigo Santoro working, and it's just so cool to see someone who has experience and is a great actor, obviously, working on set. And how comfortable he was. Production was rushing a little bit. They're like, moving on. And I saw Rodrigo Santoro at one point say, stop. He did it. He stopped the dinosaur. He said, please, I need a minute to concentrate. Just slow down a little bit because this is an important scene. He did it in a very elegant and professional way. You know, he did exactly what he said in the video. He stopped a dinosaur. It was really cool to see. But let's say I decided to try to stop the dinosaur. I'm playing a small part. These people never see me. Maybe if I had the same posture as Rodrigo at that moment, it wouldn't have been accepted the way he was, you know? That's my reflection, okay? Which comes down to self-awareness and understanding the elements that are at play. I lost my notes. Anyways, it's funny that talking about self-awareness, it brings us back to our craft as actors, because it's like the actor's toolkit. Knowing your craft gives you options. In order to stop a dinosaur, you need to be equipped to stop a dinosaur. You're not gonna stop a T-Rex with your BB gun, pal. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do it. You have to have a bazooka. You gotta have an arsenal. That's your craft. Your craft is your arsenal. Experience gives you permission, credibility, that self-awareness. The timing is important. Is it important to do this now? What is at stake? You have to be able to analyze the context, analyze your environment. Maybe it's not the time. Even if you think you have an amazing idea, even if you think you have a brilliant idea, you never know. I think the more equipped you are, the more risks you're actually allowed to take. It takes us to our closing reflection. I guess this vlog is not so much for advice, it's more like for reflection. I'm not telling you to take risks, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying think, observe, assess. I guess acting is a constant risk assessment, so we can look at acting that way too. It's like a lot of things in life. Because if it's not from a place of self-awareness, or awareness in general, it's just coming from your ego and vanity. It's like the fake until you make it. Maybe. maybe it's not such a good idea to fake it, bro. Take risks. Or maybe don't. See you next time. Bye.